Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. It's Friday, and this will be your weekend reading because I'm doing fairs and I'm away. Today is the 6th of September. God, we're nearly into a week into September already. Just quickly, for those who are coming along to Bosley Park Club Makani on Sunday, I look forward to meeting you. Will be in Cootamundra on the 14th and 15th. I'm taking bookings for those. And Mingara on the 29th of September. And then my next week will obviously start showing up for October. I'll go into October a little bit for you. I think October, November, I've got Goulburn, Central Coast, oh my goodness, Merewether, and Goulburn, Bomaderry, Merewether, I think in October, November. But I'll have a good look at those and give you some dates for those. Okay, cards being very lively this morning. I want to say to all the personal readings I've booked this week. Thank you for your kind donations and the beautiful things you send me through. Thank you, thank you. Oh, how interesting. Here comes the Empress. She jumped out before. This could be you at the moment. You could be moving into a time where you're feeling very, very comfortable in your own skin. This is the card of Mother Earth, of Gaia. She's sort of like the paragon, the most sort of fully sort of out there female, I guess. And if you're feeling in this energy, then you'd be ready to take on the world. So either you're dealing with this energy and feeling this energy, or you could be dealing with someone who is this energy for you. So definitely some feeling here that you are feeling mighty fine. The universe has either flipped you or moving you in a new direction here. The Wheel of Fortune always talks about things now moving in your favour. So maybe you've been doing a bit of work on yourself and you're starting to sort of come into your own here and ready to move forward. The Eight of Pentacles is here too. So for some of you, this is about work, but certainly working on something, perhaps after a downtime with the Hermit and a period of confusion. So if you've been going through something that felt like it was going on forever, that things weren't moving, that things were at a standstill, I know the last couple of days there's been this definite feeling that things are starting to move and starting to pick up pace a little bit. So looks like what's happening here. Alrighty, let's get into the reading. King of Swords coming up first. So he is the sign of Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. I would want to say to you, there's someone here who is very much wanting to say something. You've got someone who's coming in who's extremely mature and ready to speak their mind. He is very determined, this person. Could be a female too, but it's definitely someone who is ready to speak up. They're forging their way in here. Very powerful energy with this card this morning. And not necessarily a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but certainly, definitely somebody, definitely. Oh my goodness, Yvonne. Definitely someone who is ready to speak their piece. Someone who's come through the mill here. Someone who's had a really hard time. They're in the Nine of Swords, so they're very anxious and very, it's almost like they're highly strung here. So, you know, the energy here is someone who's just like coming crashing through the door to deliver something, to deliver a truth, an apology, but they are really anxious about it. It could have something to do with love, being we've got the page here, but what this feels to me is this whole thing, this whole energy here is about someone who cares or loves for you that needs to speak up. So, I mean, it could even be a father figure sort of who's been worried about you. But this feeling here that this person is actually, even though they're determined and they want to speak up, it comes with love here. Yeah, there's a brand new start. So someone is giving you some sort of push to the future, some sort of push forward here. Whatever it is, it's giving you a kickstart. Oh, look at this. Ace of Wands followed by the Ace of Swords. Brand new starts coming in. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So this person could have not spoken up about something in the past. They could have withheld something from you, and now you're getting the truth with this Ace of Wands coming out with the Ace of Swords. There's some sort of truth, some sort of declaration from someone who is very anxious about bringing this forward, but does want to offer you something more than they have currently. It could have been someone that you have been in a relationship with, or some sort of situation with that tried to get away with something here. Now, I know the Seven of Swords always conjures up, you know, betrayal and people lying and everything, but sometimes, what do you say, withholding the truth is lying, and a lot of people don't see it that way, but not telling the truth is like in itself an admission of guilt. It's like if you withhold it, it's just as bad, and that looks to me what's happening here. Oh, and then I've got the Ace of Cups. Far out. I was going to swear then. I was going to say really big swear words. So you have the Ace of Wands followed by the Ace of Swords, and then in comes the Seven of Swords, and then the Ace of Cups. So someone here has not been speaking up about loving someone. If you're an earth sign, this is the Queen of Pentacles. So if you are, this could be you. You may be very comfortable with where your life is at the moment. Things may not have been going especially well, but you may be, you know, accepting things as they are, sort of going with the flow here. Not expecting things to change, maybe going through a period of stagnancy. And I always think of that wading through the mud thing. I do have the Five of Cups here, so you could have been through a period of time where you're turning your back on that now. So you've been through a period of time where perhaps you've been a bit sad or a bit low, but definitely sort of things have felt like they've stopped for you here. And then we do have the Moon. So something that's about to be exposed here is going to help you move forward on your path. I'll give it a good going over. Let's see what's happening. This is why you're feeling like the Empress here. The universe is bringing someone forward here to help you move forward on your path. I feel that there's been a lot of work put into the situation. We do have the Hermit here. So there was some sort of confusion. Okay, all right. I can tell you here now. You either had a situation or a time where you had perhaps some words with someone or some sort of separation from someone here, and I think it was because perhaps there was a lot of clashing but no talking of words. There was nobody speaking up, and I feel that there was quite a lot of love in the situation, but there was a clash and you went your separate ways. There were things that were left unsaid here with this Moon, things that should have been said. The universe is now saying you can't leave things like that. We don't like that. We need to fix it up. Whatever this is, these new starts should have started before, but it looks to me like you were both not ready. This person wasn't ready to speak up and speak a truth. And this person here was quite comfortable with the way their life was going and was just plodding along, just dealing with what needed to be dealt with. But there's a huge change here because a truth is about to be spoken that changes everything here. It's going to spur you into a lot of new starts, a lot of new activity here. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So what's missing is the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks as though this person may have been either worried, reluctant, or stalling, is because financially maybe they didn't feel ready to offer a new beginning, because the Ace of Pentacles says to me that it's not here. This person has passion, they have truth, they have love, but their concerns were they able to financially make this offer, go forward with this, and talk to you about something that was going on in their own mind, which to me looks like love here. And I just spat all over the cards. Sorry, I'm getting excited. But this person definitely comes across as being deceitful, but I think it's more around the fact that they weren't fessing up to emotion here. So there could have been a lot of, I don't want to say conflict, because I don't think conflict was here. I don't think there were words said. I think there's just been this situation where somebody has gone off in the opposite direction and left things unsaid. The Five of Cups energy says to me, you know, that perhaps you sort of went through a little bit of a dark time after this. Maybe they went through a dark time. And the moon definitely says that there are things now that need to be said to get this situation moving into all these new starts. Oh boy, I love it when you see so many aces. I'm like, that's really exciting here. If you're not after a love reading, it's very easy to see that somebody has some sort of truth to tell you who hasn't been speaking up, hasn't obviously offered some sort of apology when maybe they should have done. But they are definitely cutting away a lot of this stuff now to move back in to make sure that they put this situation right. So for some of you, it's a father figure. And I want to say to you, even though it's a father figure, there is a lot of love here. It definitely some sort of dominant male in your life. Now, 2 cards have come out there, so I'm going to take them this morning. The first one is the Mystical Shaman. So let's read the Mystical Shaman. Okay. When the Mystical Shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who and what would you become if you stopped telling the tales that have defined you up until now? You do not have to live in a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain you to anyone, not even yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. Holy dooly. Maybe that's why the situation pulled apart to start with. It could have been coming together for the wrong reasons back then. Maybe you and a person that you were working with maybe both had some sort of issues you had to go through in the meantime. But I love this. Look, you got the card of fire coming out after that. The fire in your belly. Warm your hands and listen to your inner... Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire, which I think probably that's what that's saying there. Starting off with the truth, starting off with something really amazing, letting go of past attachments, past fears, past hurts, all of them going out the door here. You have your back turned on the Five of Cups. So definitely ready to move forward after a period of perhaps things haven't been so bright and sparkly. Have a great weekend, everyone.